Sorry, guys. Hello, everybody. It's T with Teaquilts, and today is Saturday, May 27th, 2023. I'm here with live chat tonight, and it's going to be a little different. We're going to do live show and tell. I've never done this before, so it's going to be a lot of bouncing around of the cameras and stuff like the camera as we're doing this. So I'm going to be probably passing it off to somebody else when it's my turn as well, or I can just set you all down and I can do my show and tell with you all as well. So it's going to be a little bit different today. I'm here so I can do mic checks. I want to make sure you can hear me on this mic, because once I start moving, I won't have access. And then I'm going to test the second mic, and I'm going to be giving people that are showing stuff. So let me know if this first mic is working. Okay, thank you, Carla. And I'm just pulling you all up on my phone so I can get to the chats. And then I'm going to cut this mic off that's working, and I'm going to cut on the secondary mic that I have. All right, thank you, guys. So I don't have a second mic. I left the other two mics at home. I brought two, and this one's not working. So I'm going to put this one in the trash can, but I'm going to take my mic cover off and put it in the trash. Throw this away because I don't want to mix it up with the good mic. All right, so so let's see who's here while we wait for people to come in. I came in 3 minutes early so people could get the notifications and they can get into the live chat, because we're going to start, and then I won't be able to talk with you guys until the end, or to respond to any comments until the end. But you all can comment away. I want to pin Darcy's message. So also, you guys, please go out and hit the thumbs up button for me. This is not something that I do all the time. I have never done show and tell live, because this is my channel and I've got visitors on my channel, and I like to be able to edit if they say something that they shouldn't say or didn't mean to say. And so I'm not going to have the opportunity to do that. So they're being brave today going live with you guys. So hit that thumbs up button for me, please. It's a lot of people here. Darcy, Zandra, Carla, Melody, Vivian, Minnie, Maddie, Dawn, Katie Crafts, June, Hanson, Jean, let's see, Nikki B, Carla Ford, Craftwood Love 55, Claudette Bettis is back, Sue GSD, and Helen Finaldi, Judy. Darcy says, we will delete if something bad is said. No, I'm talking about the people that are showing their stuff. Sometimes they accidentally say their first and last name, because they're just using, when somebody asks you your name, you normally tell them your name. And so I normally edit that type of stuff out. Hi, Kim R, Carrie Richard. So yeah, trying to give people a chance to get this notification. Trying to make it so the least number of people have to go back and watch the upload. And I'm Hey, Deborah Holloway. So yeah, we got how many people? I got 57 so far. We normally have Harriet Susan Franklin is here saying no sound. No sound now. Can anybody else not hear me? Making sure. Am I just talking to myself? I think Harriet might be back a little bit later. Okay, so Harriet is just back in the video a little bit when I was testing that second mic. Thank you, Sue. And who else was that? Darcy. Thank you, Darcy. Oh. And Carla. All right. So that's great. I just got one mic, so we're probably going to have to share mic. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first person isn't feeling well. Her name's Sharon. And so if she's not looking happy right now to be here, she's not feeling good. So I'm going to let her go first so that she can get her show and tell over. And if she can't wait for the rest of it, she can quietly exit the premises. Okay. So you all, thank you all so much for coming here to watch the chat, and I'm going to unplug you guys and we're going to start walking around to see what people are working on. This year also we're leaving at 10 o'clock in the morning, so that's a little bit different for us. So people, you know, we got to start packing up some of the stuff tonight just so that we can get out by 10 and still have breakfast in the morning. So I'm going to unplug you all from here, from the power source, and then we're going to start recording the show. Yeah. All right. So I'm also going to have to turn this camera around. All right. So here we go. We got Sharon here, and she's going to do her show and tell first. So I will just follow you. Anything you want to show. And if you got a tip you want to share, you can do that too. Just in case.
Okay, this is my panel that we all decided to do panels. I got it here at the quilt shop, and I added the borders. I also did a little dinosaur quilt. Started a dinosaur quilt for my great grandson, but I kind of had to put it away because I need to sew around the edges, and the neck of my little Bernina is not big enough. This is also the bag that I made. We had a little bag thing to do today, and this is the first one I've ever made. So it didn't look too terribly bad. I like the fabric and the colors, and then it just kind of, you can stick your stuff in here, and it was fun to make too.
All right. Well, thank you. You got a tip?
You're putting me on the spot.
Don't run with lemonade in your hand.
Well, don't wrinkle your fabric when you're sewing it. I have sides wrinkled a little bit. They kind of bunched up. I'm not sure if it was the machine, if it was me, probably me. But after I used different
It's a beautiful panel.
Thanks. After I used different thread, it seemed to do better, so better. So,
Well, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Appreciate you. This is her other project she was working on that's put up, so you don't want to pull that out. This right here is Miss Jane. Hi, Jane. Jane's been a busy girl.
I have. So I started out the weekend losing my cat, and so the first day of retreat I prayed and I sewed. That's all I did. So I was able to finish.
Can you all hear Jane? I just want to make sure.
So I was able to finish a quilt that was given to me, and all the blocks were given to me, and then I bought the
Let me come around a little bit.
Sorry, to go in between and for the border here at the shop.
I'm heading out.
That was one.
So you bought that border here at the shop. Can you hold it up just a little bit more? I was far away.
There we go.
Thank you. Can you all hear Jane?
So these were 30 blocks that somebody left me who has passed, and so I finished it for her.
Very pretty.
And then I just wanted to show my, what was supposed to be Carnival of Color, and I call it Carnival of Chaos with all Ks. And I did use a little bit of Tula because my last name is Coons, and these are Coons. Those are family.
That's beautiful.
And then I did the bag project this morning, and I made mine just a little bit bigger. And I really enjoyed making that. I'd been wanting to make exactly that for a number of months. We'll skip this one. But anyway, then I did.
You don't have to skip that. You can show.
Do Mona Love. And we did one of these in our Flower Valley retreat. But I found the blocks and they worked. So again, I bought border fabric from this quilt shop, and I just enjoyed making that.
Gorgeous.
So those were the 3 I finished the first day.
She said that's the 3 she finished the first day. I want to make sure y'all hear that.
So I was totally upset. We still have not seen the cat, and so, but I'm feeling like I can communicate. And then at the Flower Valley retreat, I made this patriotic quilt, a 1-block wonder, using this piano, and all the extra hexagons that I cut out from the 6 panels are also in this. And this is going to become a second quilt.
Gorgeous.
For somebody special. Anyway, so I still have to, I just finished putting a boundary of a border on it, and then I'm thinking that this will be the binding.
I can't
I'm
see
very-
that. Come up close.
I'm really happy with that.
Whoops.
Oops.
Where am I?
I don't know.
Right
There you are. Anyway, I think that's all.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Miss Sharon, you ready? Okay. I'll go this way with you.
I have a new great-grandson in Germany, and this is going to be his quilt.
They
that
say
I will
Jane was very
send
busy.
over to them when it's finished. I started our project of not something.
Not today. Oh,
Not
this is
today.
yours, not today.
And I've got like 3 and 4, and I got all 4 corners done, but it's been hard for me to actually cut them because I had surgery in my hand in December, and it's still not right.
Okay. Well, good job. She was working on 2 projects. Awesome, awesome. Thank
Well,
you.
that's not all. I've been trying to redo
Oh, a slim bag.
my swim bag lining went crazy, but this is so stiff, I can't do it.
Oh, okay.
But I've got the lining ready, but I just need to figure out how to get it sewn on when I can do it.
Okay. Very nice. So,
They ain't gonna be the day.
somebody was giving Jane the thing about putting out the kitty litter. She's done that. She's also put out a piece of personal clothing. So she has been taking steps to get the information done. As we're doing retreat show and tell today, we're doing, I guess, our guest, because we're gonna save all of the So Busy members for last. So here's Becky. She's been busy as well.
Hi, I have finished 2 quilt tops, and I have 2 in progress, and I finished 5 pillowcases. So this is for
Very
a
nice.
friend's kid at church. I started it as a baby quilt, and he's now 2, so I've made it bigger. And then this is for me. I put a pin in here so I could tell what was the top corner. This is a brand new layer cake that I got last week from the sale at Missouri Star. This is Readerville by Maywood Studios in the double slice pattern.
And then you went here, right?
This one's mine too.
Oh, okay.
This is baby quilt for my cousin's new baby. This is Rail Fence Star by Missouri Star.
Very good. She's been busy.
Yeah. I added the last row or two down here onto my Happy Squared. These are called Happy Blocks, and these are just 6.5 inch.
You can see that it's planned diagonally. You can see the color frames, and so she's got to plan each row as she's doing it.
And I have everything in here, things that are significant to me, things that people gifted me with for my upcoming trip to Egypt, and things I made for other quilts for people.
They said this is lovely.
Thank you. And then I made yet more pillowcases. They're kind of like potato chips.
Woo, 3,
Yeah, these three are these four are all mine.
4. Okay, then she made 5 total.
And this one's a Christmas one. I'm going to be gifting a lot of my Christmas presents in Christmas pillowcases this year.
So that's awesome. That's a great idea.
And I
They
think
said that is a very large happy blocks and very great. They're talking
Yeah,
about
it's
this
a
one
queen
still.
size.
So next up, we have Jenny.
And I collected laurel birch fabric for a long time, you can see here, and I finally decided, I need to make a quilt. And I did try a pattern and it kind of got messed up. I cut the 2-inch things to 3 inches, and a friend of mine over there helped me reorganize it and turn it into this quilt.
It is gorgeous.
And I also did a panel quilt, but I've lost it.
You've lost your panel
It's gotta
quilt?
be here somewhere, but I haven't been able to find it.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I did this row by row, putting it together. It's not there, and these were already up when I had done it, so it'll show up.
this is your border fabric, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I've already looked in that.
Becky's trying to help her look for it.
She's looked in everything.
You did see her folded up?
And I have looked in everything. So it's probably just something that I'm looking at and just can't remember what it looked like.
See it, but
My goodness.
But-
no luck.
Wow. All right, up next we have Joyce.
Hello, everyone. I have spent the most of the weekend working on some Neander's compass blocks that are going in a bridal gift for September. And these will be offset with pickle dish wedding ring blocks.
It's gorgeous, guys. She showed us a sneak peek earlier. It's beautiful.
And
And you finished all of those here.
yes, yes. And I have 2 more to go, but I just can't do it today.
Okay.
And then I'm also working in the evenings on a paper piece, or I'm sorry, English paper piece block. This is part of the Lucy Boston quilt, and I have 4 blocks done and 52 to go. But there's no hurry, no pressure on that one.
Beautiful.
Did a couple of the little bags this morning. That was our group project.
Very nice.
And this was my challenge quilt with a, we got a jelly roll challenge with yellow. And so this I made for a charity that I often donate to. And soft flannel and should keep a baby nice and warm.
Very beautiful. So, thank you. Gorgeous array of projects. And then we got Jenny that found her panel quilt. Got the gnomes. And she purchased that here as well, right?
Right, and I had this in my stash, and it just went perfectly with it.
It looks African.
Yeah, it does. It is.
Like an
And I
African
didn't think-
kenta.
And I didn't think it would match, but look how good it
It's
picks up all
nice.
those colors.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Thank you for sharing. All right, you ready, Sarah? I got all, everybody that's not a member I've gotten, I think. Is somebody missing?
That's not a
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got everybody. So now we have Sarah, now the members of our group. Oops, hope this table don't fall.
You know, I'm just, thanks, I think I can do okay. Since Tijuana's gonna show. This is our challenge quilt that we had to make a yellow accented jelly roll. And this is mine here.
Jason saying, hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
This so looks like a trip
what
around
it
the world,
looks
but
like.
it is not. We
No.
figured out that it is not, but that's what the first thing you want to say it is.
Yeah,
But it's gorgeous.
It is not, okay. And
It looks heavy, all them seams
is
too.
it is heavy. Okay, and next I have here is a
Thank you,
underground
Darcy.
railroad that was a project challenge for us to come up with a project that we had started years ago, 5 years or older. This one I started back about 2015, 19, about 2015. And finally, I got it done. It's another heavy, very large quilt. Underground Railroad. Okay.
I'm just showing you all the quilt top to bottom.
Can you see it all?
I did a scroll.
Let's turn it to the back. Come around this way. I like for them to see this back. Because this is a statement by Harriet Tubman that I put on the back.
And it's the Freedom Trail. When I cross that line to freedom, I look at my hands to see if I was the same person. There was glory over everything. The sun came like gold through the trees and over the fields, and I felt like I was in heaven. Very nice.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that, Jane. And what I have behind me is what we call Carnival of Color. I'll put that right there. And that's a scrap club project. And it's just laid out now. I'm auditioning the, what do you call those?
Square in a square.
This is a square in a square and with a sash in the center. But I'm kind of auditioning now to sew them together. And
You've done
if you
another
see
step too. Oh,
the
I can
steps
see them
down
now.
here are
Okay.
the three, I guess those 3 strips, like Jane had over here. Jane. Let me see, is there anything else over here? Oh, the bag right here.
You got, and you got to move to your panel.
Sorry. Yeah, this is the project from today's project, and I completed that bag.
Okay.
Okay. And then we
You
have
want to
go
talk
over
about
here.
your panel?
My panel is an African female churning, an African female churning, and I took the background here. I took an old dress. It was an African dress that I had, and I had gotten from Africa, and I cut it up, and I'm gonna applique this panel onto here. But I have to square this up first. I think I'm gonna take this off. I have some grunge over there that I think I'm gonna take this off and put, it's a purple that coordinates pretty well in here, and then applique it on there.
That's beautiful.
And that's pretty much it. And then bind it. I'm gonna bind it when I put a border here, and then I will bind it with the same border.
Okay. Beautiful.
Sort of purple. I think that's it.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, well. Hi, Cynthia.
Hello. Okay, so this is my panel quilt, and I've actually had this panel for quite a long while, and I've been wanting to finish it, and then I took the opportunity to do that today. He has glasses on because I tried to coordinate him with the bag that I did from this morning's project. And then I fussy cutted out some shades for him, but
That is
I
fine.
don't know that he's going to keep them. And I've cut out the binding, so when I actually finish it, I will bind it with the circles.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is my challenge quilt with the jelly roll and yellow. And I was inspired by something I saw, I think it was a keepsake quilting catalog, and they had something similar to this, but it was a ship. And so I decided I wanted to be a desert scene, and so this is like a desert sunset.
They said so pretty.
Thank you. And then the So Busy challenge, with the 5-year or better project. I don't know if I got this the right side up or not. Yeah, I think so. Is also the Underground Railroad, and again, we started this in around 2015, and it's been sitting in my sewing room for quite a long while. And so this is what I did.
Thank you, ma'am.
And that's it.
Kind of roll right on around here to Jennifer. Where's Norma? Norma's missing. Where you going, Jennifer? Back here.
No.
She was in here, so she had to go somewhere.
Okay, this is my panel, quilt, tops. This is gonna be for one of my sons for Christmas. It's a tiger, he loves tigers.
Jennifer had project for this year, and she was the one that picked a panel quilt, any borders you want to put. So she made it real easy on everybody.
Right. So these were my samples. I have to make 5, because I have 5 kids, and this is number 1. So, and then this Christmas one is for me.
Kevin and Jason. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, guys. So, those are the 2
And
panels
then this
so
one
far.
here for Christmas. So this one's for you. This one's for which kid you here?
This one's for my son, Michael.
Okay, very nice. And then she has stuff on her design wall as well.
So yesterday, I spent all day putting together the bottom part of this top. It was all in pieces like this. And so I finally got all this sewn together, pretty much.
Yeah, she's done an excellent job. When she first put it up, it took about 30 minutes just to get it up because of all the pieces.
Yeah.
And now she's starting to sew the pieces together, so next time she pulls it out to work on.
So this was started back in 2021. I bought the pattern and the fabric at this store, and I mainly work on it at all the retreats that I go to.
Beautiful.
And then,
Oh, you got more?
well, I got my challenge.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
So this is my jelly roll challenge.
The jelly roll challenge was make a quilt with a jelly roll and then add a yellow accent.
So,
Unbelievable work there, Jennifer, people were saying.
so this is from Iowa Star Farm Scrap Pattern.
It's beautiful.
And then my UFO, 5-year UFO challenge. So in 2009, I won the drawing for the Memory Star blocks. And I did not want to put signatures in there, so I needle turn applique, miniature Jacobean,
And they're all
Flowers.
different.
and they were usually 15-inch designs down to 4-inch. So,
Beautiful. Gorgeous. Anything else?
no, that's,
Did you want to show your bag? You didn't. You already had it made, so you can still show it.
yeah. So this is the bag I made about a year ago, same pattern. I just made it a little bigger than, so,
The one we got made today.
yeah.
And you had the option of making it a different size. Just need to figure it out. Yay.
Thank you.
She says thank you. Hi, T and retreaters. They are all so lovely. T, the one age has on the design wall. Didn't she start out at your retreat a couple years ago? Yes, she started out a couple years, and so she's probably done about 2 3 retreats, because we didn't have Flower Valley last time.
Right.
So she's had 3 retreats that she's done that. All right. My good friend here, Miss
Hello.
Deborah.
Hello, everyone. So, our group project was a panel quilt, and I picked a very simple panel and put a very simple border around it, and I quilted it and actually finished it. It's all done. So I'm glad about that. I did I taught a class to everybody about the zip bags. So we all made zip bags, and these are all the 5 that I have done. And then I did
Can you
5,
take one of those down and bring it closer?
Sure.
No, the star.
The stars?
Mm-hmm. You see my camera? Do you see my camera hole?
I think so.
Take
The one at the
take
top.
it to the camera hole.
Okay, let me make sure we get them up there.
Hey,
Right
Deborah,
here?
don't let Miss T shoot you in the rear with that Nerf gun. All right.
Anyway, I made these fabric folded ornaments. So I'm making ornaments one a month, and so I had to catch up. So
And you notice she's got 2023 on them.
Yellow
That's why
tags
I
on.
wanted you to bring them up.
you can see them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've had a lot of fun, a lot of good food, a lot of good company. So, and I'm kind of cross-stitching on a piece. I'm working on a kind of cross-stitch piece also. I can show you that again.
Mm-hmm.
Take it out of the hoop so you can actually see it. Has a needle attached.
This is Deborah Quilts, guys.
Yep, it's Deborah Quilts, among other things. So here's my kind of cross-stitch piece I'm working on. So anyway, so that's about it.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I have Norma's.
Norma told you to do hers?
She's talking to her niece.
Okay. So Jennifer's gonna show Norma's projects so that,
She said she's on the phone talking to her niece.
okay, so I'm gonna come in the middle so we can, oh, we're gonna start on the
I
wall.
guess. Okay, this is Norma's panel. It's a woof, and what she's doing is she's making the border just like the tiger that I had shown earlier.
Just like that one,
Yeah, so
but
she's
she
doing-
added 2 borders.
Yeah.
And she's working on the other pieces.
And this is her bag that she made today. Quilted it inside. And then
I'll step back so we can see what you're holding up.
she put this together during the weekend. This is her not today.
Beautiful. They look like, they are all batiks. I was gonna say, looks
Yeah,
like
they are
batiks,
all
it's all
batiks.
batiks.
Yeah.
And I like how she framed the inside in white and then the outer edge is a different color.
Yeah.
So she
Kind
has
of a
her own
grayish
spin
color.
to it. Mm-hmm.
Hold that back up for her. And I think this is her Jelly Roll Challenge. One of them.
I think that's her jelly roll
Yeah.
challenge. Yeah, if you could, because the other one's even bigger than this.
I am so short.
But she used the jelly roll in the background of making like window panes, and then
Oh,
everything is outside except for the cats, the vase, and the 2 kitties on the yellow. That's the inside of the house, and everything else is outside the house.
So you see the blues, the greens, and then the this,
Mm-hmm.
window.
Yeah, very pretty.
Okay, then one more. This is her 5-year UFO challenge.
The UFO had to be 5 years or older. They said they adore this. They were talking about her jelly roll.
Oh, it was nice.
Mm-hmm. And this is her project, and she said that this was a shop hop where when you went to a local shop hop, we had 12 shops, And each of them sold a block, and you bought the block, and then she put this together. So it was a shop hop block. Not block of the month, it was a shop hop.
Block.
Yeah.
Hop block, that's it.
Yeah. from the
Because
shop.
it was just going for that, you didn't go all year. You
Right.
just went for that 1 month.
No, one weekend.
One weekend, okay,
Yeah.
1 weekend. Okay, thank you, Jennifer, for doing that, I appreciate that.
No problem.
And this is Norma's, where she's piecing her border blocks. I'm sure she would have wanted you all to see for her wolf panel, okay? And I'm the last one. Do you wanna videotape me, Deborah? Can you do that?
I will try.
Just try to hold it as steady as you can, I mean elbows in.
Elbows in.
It helps a little bit.
Elbows in. Okay. So I just hold it at the bottom.
And I'll just
Okay. Elbows
hold
in.
it. All right. So, one of the first things that I did was I had to add the final column or two, I can't remember, final column maybe on this Hobo Hearts quilt top, so it's now done. As you can see, I did float it at the top. I even floated it more at the bottom. And the last step I'm gonna do when I get home is I'm gonna float each side as well. So I'm still working on this just a little bit more. This here is my modified Hobo Hearts with the African prints, just cutting squares. I got a few string blocks in here just to throw in some interest. I floated this all the way around, first border. I did the purple, and then I also added the third border here. So I did all this cutting and long stitching, and boy, am I tired of working with borders on quilts, okay? But you're gonna be surprised, because that wasn't it. So then I said, I need something with short seams, like Bonnie Hunter 600 4 patches or something. But that's not what I did. I ended up making this pillowcase. It was a kit that I had purchased from the fabric shop, Quilts and Quilts, when I was on a shop hop for the Missouri shop hop. So I ended up getting this completed. So after that, I thought I was gonna do some cutting, which is what's laying out here, but no, that's not what I did. I decided you need to go finish this Crown Royal quilt, so you all will be surprised. And is this dark in over here? Is it still
No,
light?
it works fine.
Okay, good.
I just need to back up to,
Show it. So I have completed this Crown Royal quilt, guys. All the borders today on this quilt. So I didn't want to come back to you guys with more work to do on this Crown Royal quilt. So I got her done. So you all will be happy to know we're going to be starting something new. I just got to figure out what it is now. On next Saturday's live sewing chat.
How many blocks?
It's 85 blocks in here. And I use the inside, the front sides of the bag is in the blocks, and then I use the back sides in the border, the back side of the blocks. So I was trying not to throw a lot of the bag away. Let me show you all my challenges since Cynthia's here helping me. I have a quilt here that I taught, trip around the scrap basket. I taught this class to Flower Valley Quilt Guild retreat, and I never had a reason to finish it, had no purpose for it, but I decided to go ahead and finish this quilt, add some borders, and got it quilted so it could be for the challenge. And then the Jelly Roll quilt with an accent of yellow is this one here. I did that chevron type pattern, and the chevrons going from east to west. So when I quilted it, I did chevrons going north to south. Let me come up and let them see. This is the quilt top, and I'm going to show just a little bit of the back so you can see the quilting. I did not make my bag here because I've already made it, but I just wanted to show it. And then also that I had added a handle with webbing on the back. This is for my sashiko bag for hand quilting, hand sewing. And then I just wanted to show that I used this bag that Claudette gave me as a gift. And this bag size is really nice size. She has a handle on it. I had all of my pieces for the borders and the quilt top for the Crown Royal all fit in here, and I still had room. So I do recommend, if you want to do handwork or got counted cross stitch, these sizes are great. But if you want to put a whole project in something, make your bags, your zipper bags with your vinyl a little bit bigger. And then you can fit your whole entire project, and you don't need those plastic cases to carry. This is about, I don't know, 18 by 14, 15, something like that. I'm sorry. And I also, y'all getting a sneak peek now. You're not supposed to know about this, but I did it at retreat. Is I'm working on the optional blocks for June. And so you're supposed to turn in 4 of these units. 2 of them are alike. So 2 like this. Trying to get them
They kind of clash with your
right
shirt.
here. All right, so wait a
Kind of
minute.
hard to see.
You got 2 like this.
There you go.
2 that look like this. And then you end up with 2 that look like this. And then we're not gonna put them together, they're gonna turn them in, because what you wanna do is really mix them up with other blocks, but I went ahead and sewed one so you all can see what the finished block looks like. So this is our optional block for June.
Is everybody using the same fabric?
No.
I mean, like African print, okay.
All right. And I will take this from you, Miss Deborah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I will show you that I have all of this African fabric. I had a container here of African fabric. This bag was filled with, and there's scraps, and I am pressing fabric, and I am now cutting chisels. That's what I'm doing now. I'm cutting chisels. So I'm gonna sit you all back down, turn you all around, so I can let you guys see me. All right. I'm gonna get my phone too, and I'm gonna plug you all back in. That's the important part. Okay, can you all hear me? I just want to make sure I'm in the mic. Norma, do you want to come talk to my peoples?
Norma?
Can you all hear me with the mic? I want to make sure before we go any further. We're going to stay right here. Okay, they say, yes, we can hear you. Because when I plug in, sometimes the insert can be bad. That's how come sometimes you say when you can't hear me, all I do is go jiggle that and then it works. This is Norma, who did the wolf panel, and I just wanted to see if she had anything else she wanted to share with you guys. Or do you have any? Nobody gave them a tip. I know you got a tip, or you got a joke or something.
Don't eat yellow snow.
Well, maybe we don't need tips.
And another tip I have that I always tell Sarah is never get down on the floor unless you have a plan on how you're gonna get up.
That is funny. They laughing at you, Jason.
And that's it. So I want to thank Jennifer for showing my stuff. I was on a phone call I really needed to take, so I appreciate everyone. And hope you have a good evening.
All right, thank you. Hey guys, I forgot to show you one of my quilts. Hold on, I forgot. I did the panel quilt and I didn't show you guys. And I know that you all don't want to miss all of this goodness in this room, right? So here we go. I have a niece that's getting married in September. And I had been looking for wedding panels and I couldn't find them in cotton. So I ended up ordering a tapestry in the middle. We're a team. And then it's got all of these beautiful words on it. And so I used one of the patterns that Jennifer provided. I had to really adapt it, so I had to do math, a whole lot of math. And I was already tired, so it was a chore, but I got it done. And this is her quilt top for my niece, and it's ready to now be long arm. But I just wanted to share that, I forgot that. Oop. Turn you all back around. Norma says she has a show and tell. Hold on, here we go.
Kevin on there?
Kevin is on here.
Hey, Kev. I wanted to show this. This is really cool. This is, Kevin has chickens, and I got this chicken feed bag from Kevin, and I absolutely love it. This was a 40-pound chicken feed bag, and I took it and made myself a bag. And this is the front of the bag, and here's the back of the bag. And I made it so that it's completely like a French seam on the inside. It's completely enclosed and finished.
Let's see if we can see it.
Can you see it?
You're gonna have to flip it back a little bit. Where did you seam it?
At the very bottom.
Oh, at the bottom, okay. I didn't know
Can
where
you
it
see
looked.
that?
Hold on. See, there you go.
Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
And you can, I didn't cut the bag at all, oops, except at the top and the bottom, and then I made the, these are 4-inch pleats here, but you can make them bigger, so the bag is shorter, but also wider. And then I just cut 2 strips off of the top and made my handles.
Okay.
This bag is really sturdy, it holds a lot.
Okay, what about your newest find for bags to do something
Oh,
with?
yes. Forgot about all this stuff. Okay, so I was out in Phoenix, Arizona last week.
I'm gonna come
And
around this side.
went to the place called the Cartel, where they roast their own coffee that they get from Colombia. And of course, they sell their coffee, their ground coffee there, and they also have like a bar where you can drink coffee. But they had a whole bin over there where the coffee bean bags were free. And
There's
so
all one
this,
up, yeah, 'cause they huge.
this is what I got. Uh-huh, this is one of them. This has got like a plastic coating on it or something. It's a different texture. And these are really nice. These are made, it's jute, and they are made in Bangladesh, and they had coffee in them. And here's the back side of it.
Gorgeous.
Uh-huh. And so I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna make some kind of bag out of this. I'll probably line it. I've already washed these, so they're ready to go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had gotten to the next step.
Well, what I did the way I washed them is hung them out on the clothesline in Oklahoma, and it rained on them. And then I just let them hang out until they dried. So that's how I washed them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Norma. So again, for those of you that are new here, I am gonna flip the camera back around and just do a quick scan of the room. We have been here for 3 years, and we provide our own food, and yeah, so let me show you what the room looks like so you can see where we are. They've rearranged the room from previous years, so I'm not able to sit. Normally I would sit when I'm talking to you guys. The heart would be in my background, but they put the table sideways, this way, long ways, instead of from the wall out, which does mean that we get to use all of the design wall in here. So it's really beautiful. And you get more people in here organized this way too. They said now they can have up to 15 people in this room. We got 13 in here, and the other 2 tables are outside. And then they have a book and magazine library for us, glider rocker, sofa, love seat, 2 chairs, coffee table, and a round table there. They have extra ironing boards. We have I think these are arrow tables for cutting. And they've replaced them. They used to have arrow mats that were the whole, one mat was the size of this entire table. But they've now gone to Quilter Select, and it's two smaller ones, which was inconvenient because I was used to having a long one when doing borders. I had to double measure. Tables all down the center, one ironing board and table over on that back wall. This door here goes into the retreat, not the retreat, the quilt shop. And then over here is our kitchen, full kitchen. Full kitchen. It seats 12 when you add in the 2 white middle chairs on the sides. Those are plastic chairs, and they got the extra chairs there if they have more than 12 people. 2 tables. We have this whole bookcase. We put stuff in here. This is all of our stuff. This is empty, and if anything you don't want, you want to leave for the next group, you can also leave it here. But they leave this open, so we got place to put the food we bring. Got a refrigerator here, as well as a refrigerator there. And I'm telling you, when you have 12 people and people are responsible for various meals, the 2 refrigerators has been a really hit. We fill it completely, okay? And then they got 2 coffee makers here. Then they also have a Keurig. And if you have stuff, you can bring your own K-cups. And then if you don't want them, a lot of people just leave the remainder here. I think somebody in our group bought these, the Dunkin' Donuts blend, the ones at the bottom. The donut shops with the Snickers, those were left here from before. Microwave. They have all the dishes. We don't want to really wash dishes while we're on retreat, so most of us bring paper plates and plastic forks, so we'll use their bowls. We'll use their pots and pans. You can see where stuff has been washed up here. Their cutting boards. We don't bring anything unless you want a super big skillet, which is needed, but they don't have it. So we do bring that. They have a stove that has a griddle in the middle, but we also bring more griddles because when you're making pancakes or something for 12, it takes a long time on just one. We run in 2 and 3 griddles. Toaster is nice. And then we always store some of our extra totes and stuff over here in this 4th corner, just so we can get it out the way. So, really nice facilities. Bedrooms are also nice. I'm not going to go into the bedrooms just because I'm going to go sit down. Not because they're not bad. They're good bedrooms. And and then off of this room also, now this is a trash can we don't filled up, so pardon that. They have a powder room, so you have a toilet and a sink. And let me show you this room. See if I can get the right switch. 3rd time's a charm. I'm only showing you this room because she's got all kind of nice decor in here. It's beautiful. Antiques, things that she's found. Beautiful quilts. This quilt right here is beautiful. I think I bought this pattern, I can't remember. And then all of this is an antique here. Over here. And then all the stuff up the walls. Very pretty stuff here. The shelf, real pretty. With a quilt, I'll show you that coming down. So she has a great eye for decor, and her quilt shop is just as pretty, and then got this wash thing over here. Beautiful. So that's right off of the conference room, and then each bedroom has at least 2 beds. One room has 3 twin beds. And let me turn you all around. They're all twin beds, and then each room has its own bath. And if you decide you want your own room, you just pay double the amount. So that's that. Let me see what the comments are doing here. Still showing me in the bathroom. Let me see if I can fast forward myself and take it off. All right. Oh, Benita Nance is asking Kevin, so those gift bags will be gifted at next year's retreat? Benita not messing around. And Kevin saying, sure, if you want some, Benita. Blackbird's here saying hello, tea and quilters. Don Cunningham saying nice room, great group. Well, I think so. This is a really good group of ladies that come. Like I said, I can't, Deborah, what year did we say we started in the retreats? Did we ever look that up? 2001. 2001. So we've been doing this for a very long time. We are at our 1, 2, 3, 4th facility because we've done Potosi, Todd Hall, Bev, and now in here. So we've done 4 facilities. We're always looking for new places to go. We're currently doing that now. Going to be investigating some different places to go. But we always have a great time. We love having retreat. Even when we feed ourselves, we had one place that did the food for us, and that was really nice. The Potosi was a YMCA camp, and they did food for us while we were there, so that was cool.
Todd Paul did food.
Where are you at? I am at Itchin' to be Stitchin' in Staunton, Illinois. They have a quilt shop and a retreat center. Darcy says, I wish so bad that I would be able to go to a retreat. And Joan says, me too. Helen says, so fun, thank you, T. Yes, like I said, I normally do this because, you know, people that are not in front of a camera all the time, they get a little nervous when, you know, you point the camera at them, when they know it's live too. And so they did a great job. So I appreciate them being willing to do that because they didn't have to do that. They could have said, we don't want that camera on us, okay? So I appreciate them doing that. So yeah. So let me know what projects you all are working on today. I'm hoping that you all got a chance to sew. So let me know what you all are working on. If you posted something that you earlier that you want me to see that I've missed, go ahead and pop it into the comments now. If y'all don't give me anything to talk about, guess what? I'm gonna say goodbye and I'm gonna go back and start sewing and cutting fabric. So keep me busy. Joan says she's working on June's block, so that's cool. It went really fast. I had to do 2 sets. That's why I have one done. I had to do one for me. I had already done the sample for my quilt gill, so those are done. And then I had to do the other 4, the loose 4 that I'm swapping with the Teaquilters. So every month I'm doing 3 sets of whatever block requirements are. So I got mine done early, and I'm really happy about that. So, Darcy says, T, are those coffee bags waterproof? No, they're like
One of them is.
one of them is
The one that has the plastic.
the one that has the plastic coating. That first one she showed you is waterproof. The other ones are not. Most of the time when you're putting stuff in them,
What do you mean waterproof? Do they hold?
will your stuff get wet when you put it in the bag? That's what they mean
If
by
they're in the
waterproof.
rain, yes.
Yeah, so she said it
Except
will.
for the
It's
water.
not water. It's not that type of waterproof. So they're not waterproof, Darcy. So that
The cartel
at the cartel
in Phoenix.
in Phoenix, at the cartel box, and I said to empty that box, and she said, you know it. But she got quite a few of them, and she will most definitely put them to use. Norma has always been a recycler of clothes. She took her mom's clothes, made quilts out of them. She goes to the thrift store, buys things that she can use in her quilt. So she's always been a recycler of fabric, although she does her fair share of buying fabric too. Okay, don't let her fool you.
We all do, for sure.
Don says she's still working on boho heart. Girl, you better keep going. I got 6 more strips I need to add to the quilt, and then I'll be done. I got to figure out what those final measurements are, and then I can start working on that when I get back home. I didn't want to bring all 15 fabrics to retreat for that, just toting all that extra weight, because I didn't know which fabric needed to go on there until I sat down and figured it out, and I hadn't done it before retreat, so that's why I didn't bring that. But I'm technically done, but I'm 95% done in my head, okay? So I still got a little bit more to do. I think Norma should teach the bag at retreat, and I will provide the feed bags. That's Kevin at the Teaquilts retreat saying you think you should teach the bag, and then, we have a quick project. Kevin don't forgot that he's supposed to be teaching at retreat. Now he putting you to teach at retreat. But that's okay. We can have 2 projects at retreat that are small, okay? Or we don't have to have a big project. We can just do all small stuff, okay? Okay. So yeah, Jeanette says the bags are nice. Where can I find the pattern? Watching any YouTube video, just a vinyl zipper bag, and you can do that. They're talking about the zipper bags, I'm assuming from Jeanette. That's what it sounds like to me when she's saying, where can I find the pattern? So you're gonna just watch some YouTube videos. They're free out there. You just gotta write down what they're telling you to cut. That's all you gotta do.
They can adjust them as they go.
Yes. And you can make it, once you make one, you can make the bag any size you like. Sue says, thanks for sharing. Cut hubby's hair tonight, work tomorrow, yippee. So Sue ain't gonna be on here too much longer. She got work tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
Yeah, because when I'm on here on Saturday night, Sue says she has to work. So Deborah Quilts is saying tomorrow is Sunday. She shouldn't have to work tomorrow. Yes, she
Memorial Day
does.
is Monday.
Sue is dedicated dog groomer. They work on Sundays. Darcy says, okay, thank you. Jason says, I've been slinging fabric all day today, but I'm working on finishing a king size quilt for a wedding present now. So that's cool. King size. He's really nice guy. I'm only going, whatever size that is about, what was it, 80? It was 97, so it was 77 and a half. That panel quilt is 77 and a half by 97 and a half. That's big as I'm going. That's huge. Lana Dean says, good night, TN family. Good night. Thank you for being here. Diane 57 says she's working on the chain link fence by Donna Jordan, so that's cool. And Don says almost 3/4 done and a few other blocks for finish. She's talking about the hobo hearts. Helen says, I'm working on the sparrows quilt of fields. Sparrows quilt of friends, fabric traded. Okay. So the fabric has been traded. So Darcy is working on June block and boho heart. I said hobo heart, didn't I? Yes, boho heart, and planning my son's graduation party. So that's nice. Awesome. I always get them mixed up. Once I get something mixed up in my head, it's done. But every time, that's because I want to make a hobo quilt. I have a book that's about hobo quilts, and then each block has a story, and I really loved reading that book when I first got it, and I said, one of these days I'm going to make a hobo quilt, and so that's why I keep calling it hobo hearts instead of boho hearts.
I think I have the same book.
Yeah, they came to the Flower Valley Quilt Guild, the writer. So that's cool. Claudette says she's working on a quilt for the Children's Hospital, so that's awesome. Always doing some charity work. Joni said Tiffany has a video on the bag, so you can check that out. I've made a bag, but I don't know if I made it on video. The bag I made, I don't know if I made it on video or not. I can't remember. So check it out, see if Tiffany has it, but just Googling, go on to YouTube and search for a vinyl zipper project bag, and it should come up. You're gonna have plenty. I also suggest, I'm a researcher, I did research as a career, and I always check more than one source on something like that, because one person to have this part and another person to have that part, and you put them both together and you have your own way of doing it that you might like better. So I recommend doing more than one. Sue says she works 6 days a week.
Tell her
Crack
I'm
with
sorry.
Love is saying hi.
Tell her I'm sorry.
Carla's working on a Macintosh quilt. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's beautiful. Carla does beautiful work. Jean says she's working on a shadow box quilt with all African fabric. Now that sounds pretty. That is awesome. Crack with Love says, I wish I was off tomorrow. I won't get home until after 11 p.m. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Vivian Calvi is saying good night. So good night, Vivian. He's going for fire and safety and national force. So she's talking to other people. They're talking about people graduating and what they're doing in college. And so you all, congratulations to all the graduates. I had my niece graduate from UMSL on Mother's Day. So my family just celebrated Mother's Day last Sunday. So yeah, congratulations to anybody that's got graduates out there. We're going to be here Wednesday for live chat. It's 1 hour on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be doing birthday shout outs for sure. I'm not sure what else after that. We'll see. If you have a birthday that's in the month of June, send me an email at teaquilts@teaquilts.com, and I'll announce your birthday during my live chat. All right? Juanita says, Miss T, do you open this retreat to non-members too? There's 12 people at this retreat. We have 6 that are members and 6 that are non-members. And the only reason that the other 6 are not members is because we meet in each other's homes, and nobody's home is big enough to hold 12 quilters. So we used to be 8, a group of 8, and we had to go down to 6. Because we just could not fit that many people at a dining room table if everybody showed up. And most months, we might have one person that might be missing here and there. It's not, we try to show up for this meeting. We try to make this group important, because for some of us, some people in the group, not me, but some people in the group, it's the only sewing activity that they have in the month. And so we try to make sure that we attend those, support the group. As I said, we function as a full guild, do some type of charity, do a retreat. We meet every month. We also provide lunch for people. You can make it whatever you want. You can cook it yourself. You can feed us bologna. You can, you know, that's never happened, but if it does, that's what you get. And or you can order out, or you can all go out in the cars, you know, whatever is convenient for the person who's hosting. So there's no expectation of what's gonna happen, but so far everybody has been providing nice meals. But there may be a time when somebody just can't do it, and you know, you gotta go out or you gotta eat something, some finger foods. Okay, so we try. It is a little stressful, but the reason why we also meet in each other's home is it also gives you an opportunity. It makes you at least tidy up your space a little. And other times we don't get so close. It's like, girl, just care what you see. 6, you know, somebody come and you tidy up. It may not be perfect when they come, but you at least have the opportunity of making yourself pick something up before people come into your house. Mine's is gonna be a mess next time it's at my house, because I've been preparing to have a shed, and I haven't told you all this yet, but I got a call on Tuesday. No, I didn't get a call. He emailed me on Tuesday morning saying that he is backing out of building my shed. He did send me back my deposit. I had paid $1,000 down, on the shed. So I didn't have time to deal with that. I didn't want to discuss it during Wednesday's live chat. But I am in the well, when I get back home, it's a whole lot I got to do when I get back home. So um, I've got to start trying to find a new contractor to do this shed, and it may not happen now for a while. I have no idea because most people have their contractors booked in March, which is when I booked this contractor to make sure you got your materials and supplies. They run out of stuff because this is building season. Summer, spring, and summer and fall are building season. You can't even get concretes on some weeks. You people are in line and they're walking away with no concrete. So it's a little frustrating. I'm a little disappointed. I was all gun ho and happy about the possibility of getting a shed, and now I'm back to absolute square one. So it's a little frustrating, and I'm not real happy about it. There's nothing I can do about it, but I'm not happy at all. So. Dorsey's reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. So as you're coming in out of the chat tonight, please hit the thumbs up button for me. That helps me keep my videos in rotation. And also thank my people for going live. We've never done that before. So if you want to see it again, give me them thumbs ups on this video, okay? Y'all know if I had recorded it, you wouldn't see it. I don't even know if y'all saw last year's show and tell. Because I don't remember editing that video and putting it out. So you got this video. I even recorded the challenge. And you may not even see that video. So if you want to see some more lives when we're out together, let me know. Hit that thumbs up button. Thank you, Remo. She's saying it's 68 thumbs up and 88 people watching. Come on, y'all. Hit the thumbs up button. I got 92 people on here.
Well, I need to hit the thumbs up.
Deborah Quilts hasn't even hit the thumbs up. Oh my goodness.
I have now.
Bonita says, sounds like a great deal. Rockwood Love 55 says, it's so amazing that we quilters are multi-talented when it comes to sewing things, like making our own bags and the pattern for it. Yes. Darcy says, so this is one like a monthly get-together. Right.
Not the retreat.
Our group, that's what she's saying. I talked about our deal, our group. Remo saying good evening to you. Quilters, thumbs up, show love and support. Yep. Bonita says, oh no, so very sorry, Sue. Yep. Yes, it is very disappointing, Don. I was so excited. When I'm at the end of May and my shed is supposed to be delivered in 6 weeks and somebody cancel and it's like, okay. So I was very disappointed in that, and I had been sick before that. And then I had to work on 2 challenge quilts that I couldn't do while I was sick. I was finishing up, and then packing for retreat. And it's been a long 2 weeks, and I just couldn't even. I didn't even want to talk to you all about it on Wednesday, just because I was still processing it, knowing that I'm, back to square one and have nobody in mind. So I'm just gonna have to go to one of the big contracting companies and hope that they'll take my job and hope they'll give me a reasonable price, because I don't want to just hire somebody that's not qualified and then I end up with leakage in my shed. I want to make sure I got good product on the outside. This guy was really good with environmental. He had different types of wood that would prevent future leakage, make that shed last for 25 to 30 years with nothing being done to it. So he was gonna swap out shed windows for house windows, so they would at least be double paned, and I could open them with a screen. Also a household extra wide steel door, so I could get dollies in and out without hitting the frame. Making me 2 ramps, 2 windows I was putting in there. And then I was gonna hire somebody else to do the finishing work and the electricity, but I was just really, really disappointed. I don't know what to do with myself. And I definitely didn't want to talk about it last Wednesday when I was still processing it and couldn't really process it because I knew I had so much on my to-do list. So I don't know, and I don't even know if I even want to be bothered with it now this year. I just got all this stuff because I told y'all when I had redone the fabric, at the same time, I was like packing containers that were going to be going into the shed. And so I got like 4 very long clear plastic containers of all this African fabric that I pulled from all these other places in my house, and I've already filled those spaces with other stuff. And now I have nowhere to put these containers. They're just sitting in my kitchen right now. So yeah, it's very disappointing. And and I'm walking past these containers every day, all day, and it's like I don't even want to talk about it. But I said, let me tell y'all so y'all know not to ask me about the progress, because I was getting all excited. Within 6 weeks, my shed was going to be there. So I am so disappointed with that. So. Darcy says, has everyone here subscribed? I love you, Darcy. She makes sure to keep you guys on your P's and Q's. Copper Love says she just paid the rent by hitting that thumbs up, so thank you, ma'am. Bonita says, I gave you 2 thumbs up, so thank you. She must be watching on her television, too, on Roku. So that's nice. So I don't know, rest of my retreat, I'm going to be cutting some more chisels. I'm just trying to, I don't have a whole lot of scraps. You saw the container with my scraps. People ask me all the time, do I have any scraps of African fabric for sale? Right now, I do not. I'm just cutting, I'm seeing the same fabrics that I've been using. I'm just trying to use. I got all these projects I want to make using some African prints, so I don't really have any scraps to actually sell right now. But yeah, and I won't for a while because I got to figure out what my next step is going to be. And I also have a lot of customer quilts that need to be quilted that I had put on the back burner while I worked on those challenge quilts. So I got to go back and start quilting customer quilts. I probably got like 6 from one lady that are all queen size or bigger. 2 from Carla, 2 from Betsy. It's somebody else's quilt in my house. I can't remember right now. It's a couple other people. And then I've got all of these quilts I need to quilt. I got this Boho Heart, I got the Crown Royal quilt, I got the wedding quilt. That's just start. I still got the 4-star general quilts I need to quilt. I got all kind of tops that I probably have in the past, since just this year, I probably have at least 10 to 12 tops of my own that need to be quilted. You all don't get to see me work on all the projects because some of them are scrap club projects. Some of them, like I said, they're challenge projects, so you all can't see them. So, yeah. Jones, I'm so sorry, T. Maybe you can find some Amish group that does building chests. And that's the other thing. I can't find, I had somebody message me, and I have tried looking in emails. I have looked in Facebook messages, and I can't find who it was that told me some Amish in Missouri had built something for them, and I don't know if it was a shed, but she said they were quick and done it in a couple of days. And she said that they traveled to the city, and I didn't know that, so I have never, but I am interested in maybe contacting some Amish groups, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'll see if I can get some Amish group, and they probably would even finish the insides, okay? Because I see them making like whole pig barns and stuff like that, and maybe I will look into, and it'll be well built, So thanks for that reminder. So if you were the person that contacted me that lived in Missouri, it might have been Nikki, or I can't remember the other lady's name. Was it Nikki B? But it was somebody else that's from Missouri, Lee Summit area, Kansas City area, that told me that they had the Amish do that. So I'm going to be trying to contact somebody to do that. I just don't know how I even began to find them, but I'm going to just put in Amish builders and see if it comes up, okay? But I just want I want a secure shed. It doesn't have to be a nice shed in the sense of that. I just want something that's secure so that what's in it is not going to get wet. So I want it well built in that way. Um, and I need so I can get busy with this fabric cutting business that I'm trying to get into. I'm trying to cut more than just African prints. I know I like African kits a lot. My first thing coming out might be another African kit, but I do want to make kits in all fabrics so that everybody can get kits. But I need a place to do that, and the shed was going to be that for me. And I'm at a standstill when I thought I was moving forward. I was preparing for moving forward. So, um, do you need to go early? That's Darcy. I don't need to. I'm just sitting here. One of the ladies was talking about we're gonna run out and get some alcohol. Okay.
I don't think so.
It was funny. She want to go out. She don't want to go by herself. I don't mind going with her. I don't. You got to be a little flexible sometimes. Um. Yolanda says, well, I'm late. I took a nap and overslept. Yuck, I missed the tour quilt. So you're going to have to go back and watch the upload, girl. Pull it back now. I don't know what happened when I end if you're still watching. But it was a lot of great projects out here today. We had a great time at retreat. I actually got a lot done for me, but I was so tired of doing borders, okay? I was bordered out.
I got a lot done too.
Gosh, you telling Yolanda you should rewatch the whole thing. It is great. Jean says, when one door closes, another opens. Something better's coming along. I'm sure praying, Jean, that that's what's happening because, I try to do the right thing in everything that I do. I mind my own business for the most part because I don't even want to be bothered with people. Ever since COVID, I've been kind of happy to be just worrying about me. And then I come on here and then I have you guys, I have, go shopping, whatever. We do shop hops with Kevin, and then I go out and get my mix of people and then I go back home and I can be in another 2 weeks. So I try to do the right thing. If, depending on what's going on, family, friends, try to be supportive to them. I sure hope that something pans out. The last thing, again, don't suggest that I go open up a business somewhere. I don't want to invest money into paying somebody's leases and then having to pay security and the whole nother electric and bill and whatever else other bills they add to all that insurance. And I got all of that in my house. I may as well invest in my house. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I don't want to have the stress of having a business in a storefront because then it's no longer fun. And if I have it at my home, I can be there anytime I want. So I know people are going to start giving me suggestions about, getting a place. I don't want to do that. I want to work from home. I don't want to drive. Yolanda saying she will watch. So if you all don't have any more comments, I'm going to go ahead and get off the live chat. I really appreciate you guys coming in here. I know this is my regular night anyway, but I appreciate you guys coming in here, chatting with me at retreat. So I really appreciate that because you guys could be doing a whole lot of other things, and I appreciate you all's support. So Yolanda and Jean are agreeing with me about home. Yeah, because I told you all, I'm up in the middle of the night. If I had a storefront business, I wouldn't be there to noon or 1 o'clock anyway. Because I am a night owl, but if I was at home in a secure building with a steel door, then I could be cutting and sorting fabric at 2, 3, 5 o'clock in the morning, which is when I normally go to bed at 5 o'clock.
And then I go to bed and I sleep till about 11, 10:30, 11. I wake up about 10 and I check all my social medias and make sure nothing bizarre is going on my Facebook or YouTube channel. Because I do get messages from YouTube sometimes. So I check all of that kind of stuff while I'm still in bed, and then I start trying to think, well, how I'm gonna get out of bed, how my day is gonna go, and I'm in there till about 11 o'clock, and then I go ahead and roll out of bed. So that's I'm different than everybody else. I'm not a typical open at 8 and be done at 5 employee or type of business. So it's a little different for me to be at a storefront, and I'm not going to be in a business storefront at night by myself. I feel more comfortable at home by myself. Down to my home alone, love it, right? So yeah, I think I will look. I think my first step, instead of getting a regular general contract, I am gonna see if I can find that Amish contract. I have been trying to find it all through. I've searched all my emails. I have searched Messenger, but I think Facebook Messenger is not letting me search it right because it's pulling up all other kinds of stuff. But somebody actually told me to try Amish Builder, and they had given me the name of two and the one that they really liked, and I wanted to use the one that they had used. So we must have checked out your last 2 weeks. I forgot whom said it. See, I don't think it was said in a chat. It was sent to me in a message. It was sent to me in a message, and I don't have time to watch 2 weeks with the chat rolling. See, I watch my videos on Roku to see how they turn out. And there's no chat there, so I don't have time because I can move around if I put it on Roku. If I put it on my phone or my device, I got to sit down and just do that. So I do watch it sometime with the chat, but not a lot. We love you, T. Thank you, Dorothy. You all are so sweet. Remo says, oh, that's Remo. So good night, T, and everyone. Love seeing you all at retreat. So good night, Carla. We're going to be getting off here. And then Janice, last comment says, T, you have an awesome business ahead. Do what you feel comfortable. Such a blessing for all. So yes. So thank you, Janice. And like I said, I'm not in yes to make money, but I also offset the money that I make by providing more content or calls or things like that, or buying better equipment. So I'm not like trying to get rich off of the Teaquilts brand. I just have to have a brand. I have to report taxes, and so this is what I prefer to do and keep it fun. I don't want it to make it so that it's stressful, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make this month's rent. As far as making it out of the money that I have for the business, because it should be self-sustaining, right? If it's fun, I shouldn't be going in a hole. So I just want to keep it fun. I'm not trying to my goal was never to get rich off Teaquilts, but it would be nice if Teaquilts like paid for a cruise here and there, So that type of thing. I'm not trying to retire. I've already retired off my income, my job. So, and I'm okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and end here, guys. You all are awesome. That's all I can say. So again, the person that referred an Amish builder to me, please reach out to me again via email, teaquilts@teaquilts.com, so that I can start the process of looking for a new builder for that and getting some prices. I would really appreciate it. Good night, everybody. You all stay blessed, be safe, and quilt out. See you Wednesday.